Seen the new Mustangs out on the road and you wondered if you can even drive one every day comfortably. Well, I'm 6'5", and today we're going to find out. All right, so first of all, I would like to start off the video by thanking Doug Winnett and Randy Pierce at Riverside Ford, located here in Tulsa. They have over 400 Ford vehicles and only have about 4 Mustangs left, including this one for sale out on their lot. So go check them out. I wanted to thank them so much for this opportunity. So starting with the wheels of this 2020 Mustang, we're looking at some niche 20-inch directional wheels paired up with some Nitto NT or 555 wheels. All right, now looking at the beautiful body of the 2020 Mustang. Here on the side, we have some side splitters here on the side, and moving up, we have these beautiful channel body lines that run starting from the very front of the hood and run all the way up to the roof and along under the window, and they run all the way back. All right, so now that we've made our way to the rear, the beautiful rear of the Mustang, you'll notice that we have these really wide hips, and looking at the taillights, we have concave sequential LED taillights. So these light up very similar to the original Mustang sequential lights from the 60s. And going down, you'll notice our rear diffuser here and quad tipped exhaust on both sides. So now that we're talking about the exhaust, let's go ahead and start it up and see how it sounds. Exhaust on this Mustang, by the way, what you just heard was a Flowmaster axle back exhaust that is dealership installed. Right, so now that we've got the trunk popped up, you'll notice quite a bit of room here, and the seats in the back, they actually fold down to give you additional room. We've got a couple boxes in here to show size. This is a great size trunk for everyday groceries. Now we are at the front of the Mustang, and you'll notice this huge open mouth grille with the pony right in the middle, and we've got our front splitter and our super sex headlights with the LED turn signals. And then up here on the hood of the Mustang, we have functional vents. Now we're looking at sick, humongous, just alien looking 460 horsepower Coyote 5-liter engine with 420 pound-foot of torque. And this is paired up to a 10-speed automatic, and this automatic is wicked fast. And something to note underneath the hood is that the strut that holds up the hood itself gets very hot. So it's just something to keep in mind. It does cool down quickly, but it is something to keep in mind. And also note that from the dealer, you can actually get an intake, a cold air intake, installed and protected from voiding the warranty if you have the dealer install a cold air intake or any other Ford Performance parts. Moving our way back up to the passenger side of the Mustang, we have some Mustang cloth seats, which are nice and soft. They don't get very hot, and they really just they're nice and soft for you, and you've got some white stitching there. You have the Mustang logo in the door trim here, and this Mustang logo, as well as the other lights in the Mustang, actually do light up at night, and that is a feature that is customizable as well. And looking at the door here, you're going to notice a tweeter here and a speaker paired up with the Ford 9-speaker system, and you have some plastic aluminum trim here, and the door handle is a harder plastic, shiny aluminum there as well, with your unlock and lock there. And you've got a power button to move the seat forward and back, and then you've got a little trigger here to pop the seat back, and you actually have a small back seat. Go ahead and try and climb in the back seat. And there we go. We are back in the back seat right now. My head hits the roof and it's not the most comfortable position for me. My head would be completely craned back the entire time. So now I will actually sit in the passenger seat. So as a 6'5" passenger, it is really, honestly, it's comfortable. There's a great place to set your arm here in the middle. Now we are on the driver's side. All right, we are looking at a pretty easy step in height getting into the Mustang. It's nice. The seat isn't, it's pretty close to all the way back, but it's not actually all the way back, and it just feels really good in here. So now we are looking at the driver's side of the 2020 Ford Mustang. This is the first time in my life to ever be in any type of Mustang, let alone one of the most legendary models of all time. And here I am sitting in it, and it's really pretty surreal. So the leg room is just fantastic. There's plenty of leg room here. I can stretch my feet out pretty much all the way, and the seat is not even all the way back. The seating has some pretty nice bolstering for larger people as well. You'd feel really comfortable in here. We've got our steering wheel here. It's nice and meaty, it has a really nice grip. We've got our pony here in the center with our aluminum trim here, and it's a hard plastic aluminum trim. We have our cruise control right here on the left, along with our volume controls for the voice commands. We have our controls here for the stereo and our Bluetooth setup. We have nice paddle shifters here, which are nice and small and really easy to click up and down. And then we have our headlight adjustments and brights adjustments right here. And along the dash, you'll notice a nice black trim. It's a harder leather, faux carbon fiber trim here on the dash. And on the passenger side, you have the 55 years anniversary Mustang little symbol there. And then we've got our gauges. Really cool too is that on the left side here, this pops out and you can throw the keys right in here and then just slide them in here. And here's what the fob looks like, by the way. You've got your nice unlock, lock, and you have an engine start, trunk pop, and the alarm there. And that's what you've got. Throw that in there, slide that in, and then we'll go ahead and start it up. All right, and she comes to life, and it's awesome. You've got the nice Mustang pony logo there on the screen, and you've got your gauges. You've got your tachometer here on the left, and you've got a little screen here that's controlled by these controls here. And you've got your trip there with your gas mileage. And then you've got your really cool gauge here on the right showing with your speedometer with your gas, and it says ground speed and revolutions per minute, which is just so cool and an ode to the Mustangs of old. And you've got an awesome AC system coming in here, and you've got a really nice touch screen here that's really responsive and quick to the touch. It works a lot like a phone. You've got nice clicky knobs here for the volume, on the left and right for tuning and all that. And then you've got your AC, roll that up and down right there. And then here, these switches here, we've got our start button, stop, and then this is our hazard lights. And then we've got our traction control off button, and if you hold that, it turns off the traction control. And then we have our steering settings. So this controls the type of response you get to different steerings. You have comfort, normal, and sport mode. And then we have our different engine and overall vehicle modes here. And that is our normal. We have Sport Plus, Track, Drag Strip, and Snow and Wet. So we'll go into our Sport Plus. And we'll look here at the shifter, and to shift you just press down this button and you have your park, reverse, neutral, drive, and sport, and all that shows up right here. And when you go into reverse, you've got a really nice and clear backup camera. And I also wanted to show how cool and how easy it is to adjust the steering wheel in the 2020 Mustang. So you've got a lever here, and you pull that, and the steering wheel actually pulls out. It goes in, and it goes down, and it goes up. And so you can adjust it. All right, so we are taking off in the 2020 Mustang GT. We're looking at 460 horsepower with 420 foot-pounds of torque. Just cruising along, you feel every single bit of it. So that 460 horsepower launches this Mustang from 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds. And that is Porsche 911 territory. Shaking a little bit, but it's still pretty smooth in here, and it's nice and comfortable. And the suspension, despite really being a sportier suspension that handles really well around turns, it really absorbs a lot of the bumps and feels really good just for normal cruising. Those downshifts are just glorious. Whenever the sun's in my eyes, I'm just like that the whole time. Oh, the sound is just, it's intoxicating. It feels pretty heavy when you're just moving slowly and you're cruising. You've got tight brakes here. So a little bit about the 10-speed automatic transmission. For me, that is really, that's a novel experience for me, but you get used to it, and the Mustang really handles that well, and each shift is crisp and fast, and it's just really good. So there's burbles in the exhaust whenever you're downshifting. Oh yeah. All right, so now we are just sitting here at a stop. And after driving it around for a while, it's a comfortable place to be. So what are my final thoughts? I think it is an amazing car for a tall driver. I like the way these seats hold me, and they're really nice, really soft. It's quiet too. I love it. I think it's an amazing car for a tall person, an amazing sports car for a tall person. And if you are interested, I would definitely come check one out. Find one at your local dealer. Check out Riverside Ford here in Tulsa and ask for Doug or Randy, and they would be happy to hook you up. I guess they're at 0% interest right now. It's a really fun car, and I just feel like I want to sit here and just rev it and just hang out, and it's really comfortable. And, you know, I don't even have the seat all the way back, and I have several inches here of headroom. You've still got the back seat, which isn't all that useful when you've got the seat all the way back. But I don't think you're really buying this for that. Could you get a car seat back there? Absolutely. Stability is one of the best that I've seen in a sports car. It's really excellent. You can see out the back really well, and you can see out the sides really well. And when you're looking at the the side mirrors, you see the wide hips of the Mustang, and it just looks so cool. So yeah, it's a great car to be in at 6'5", and it's just really nice to be in here. All right, so to end the video, I've got a original Carroll Shelby Stetson hat. So conclusion is the 2020 Ford Mustang an amazing car, sports car for tall drivers? Absolutely. It's one of the best I've ever been in. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for checking out this video, and remember to subscribe for more videos.